It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. Here's Coleman now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Now Michael Carter, who played nearby in college in Chapel Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive.
They'll be led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 4th season from USC, a former 3rd overall pick, Sam Darnold.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the grab by Croft. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Carter. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here comes Berrios. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
To try again after the sack, Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Darnold now to throw. It's complete. Abdullah. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
A handoff for Carter.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here's Braden Mann now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Jets are caught on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now Abdullah, the return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Now Abdullah, the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He completes it to Abdullah. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And that's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
To the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Man open. Here is Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Jets.
Here we go. Set.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left on the handoff, Carter.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Elijah Moore, 51 yards. And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Darnold from the gun. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Darnold on 1st down. Flushed out right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 45 on second down, Darnold.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Carter. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.